Group discussions. Group discussions are very often used by the human resource team in order to understand the communication skills of a set of people who would have qualified in their aptitude tests and so on, and they want to make a selection of these kind of people. They want to check their leadership skills and to take those candidates who are good in communication as well as they demonstrate leadership skills and who are team players. These are things that people look for in a group discussion. So it primarily evaluates one's ability to talk in a team, group behavior, and shows responsibility and coordination. If one demonstrates responsibility and coordination, then chances are that candidate is the right person for the company. What is the technique used in group discussion? Normally it's a group of 8 or 10. That's a manageable group. They sit either in a semicircle or in a circle. There is no leader in the group. The session goes on for 10 to 30 minutes. A topic is thrown and anybody could start, and there is a facilitator who could intervene in order to facilitate the whole thing. But there are people who are, facilitator is an external person, and there could be a person who is evaluating how each person is doing as far as talking for or against the topic or discussing the topic is concerned. Qualities looked for in group discussions. There are certain qualities which are looked for during a group discussion. They are leadership qualities. Amidst that 8 or 10, how are they faring as far as leadership qualities are concerned? Taking initiative. Who takes the first call among the 8 or 10 who have gathered there for the discussion? Ability to give direction. There are some who can lead the conversation well. Taking the group along. They not only talk, they also take others along. Listening. They are good listeners. Goal to fulfillment. They take the topic so well that whatever had to be achieved through the topic is achieved by beautiful way of coordinating talks of different individuals in that group. Knowledge of the subject matter. So it's important that if you are going for group discussions, you are a well-read person, at least on current affairs and the latest happenings. That gives you the strength to talk. So it's important. It's good to have knowledge of the subject matter, but you may be caught unaware. In that case, one needs to be a good listener and then participate. Analytical ability. Understanding what others are saying and trying to analyze to see how well it fits into the subject and then moving along. Clarity of thought. One listens carefully and one is clear as to what is required. What is the purpose of that discussion? Clarity of thought sets in. Conviction and flexibility. Convinced about what one is saying and the point that one is making. Flexibility in case there's another point of view, understanding that point of view. Let's look at what are the do's and don'ts of group discussions. First one, keep it short and simple. Crisp so that people understand, and crisp and simple so that people understand. Follow principles of oral communication. When you're making a verbal communication, use the non-verbal part well and communicate clearly, giving respect to others. That is the principle of oral communication. Make even contributions. Make your contribution and give another person also a chance. Make periodical conclusions to bring clarity to the understanding, which shows that you're listening well, that you're understanding the topic well, you're also helping conclude. It also shows leadership skill. Be deliberate and slow in delivering the points. When you're making your point, since you're going to make it crisp and to the point, it will be well understood. Adhere to principles of politeness. I beg your pardon, I'm sorry. I would like to make a point. So take permission, give respect. These are part of the communication process. Substantiate your point with examples. That will be the best thing to do because it will be well bought by the others. Whenever we are dealing with a subject and we are trying to make a point, give an example that will be well accepted. What are the don'ts? Don't speak loudly. People who speak loudly, people generally switch off. They don't listen to the person. By speaking loudly, it doesn't mean that you are making a mark as far as the discussion is concerned. Avoid taking a negative stance. Oh, I don't think I want to contribute. I don't think that person is right. That's not correct. We need to give respect to everybody's point of view. Don't provide opportunities for others to talk at your own cost. We should not make statements which can cause arguments, provocative statements or statements which are not correct as far as the discussion is concerned. Then it can cause others to, argue. Don't give the look of a casual approach. It is a serious discussion. It needs to be given respect. One needs to listen. One needs to respect the people who are participating, and hence a casual approach is not called for. Shaking of one's legs when listening to the other interactions, not a good thing to do. Stretching of legs in front of the self. Too much flying of the hands, being over, using hands overtly. This does not imply that you should keep your hands tightly locked and be very stiff. That's not required either. Be at ease. It shows confidence, and show interest and participate. Draping the arm around the head of the chair is once again a rather casual gesture. These are things we may do unknowingly, highly avoidable, and we should be conscious. That's why we are discussing it.